Your Friend the Subconscious, inspired by Dr. Joseph Murphy, written and published by Audible Aria. Joseph Murphy was an exceptional author who focused extensively on the power of the subconscious mind in shaping our reality. In his teachings, Dr. Murphy shares numerous valuable tips and uses biblical examples to illustrate his points. Reading his words on the subconscious mind always feels incredibly empowering. Dr. Murphy explains that there is one mind common to all people, but it operates in two different ways. These are not two separate minds, but rather two levels of activity within one mind. Your conscious mind is the rational part that makes decisions, analyzes situations, and chooses between different options. For example, you use your conscious mind to select books, choose your home, and decide on a life partner. All these decisions are made consciously. On the other hand, your subconscious mind handles automatic functions without any conscious effort from you. It controls processes like your heartbeat, digestion, circulation, and breathing, all independently of your conscious control. The subconscious mind accepts whatever is impressed upon it or what you consciously believe. Unlike the conscious mind, it does not reason or analyze. It simply accepts and acts on the information given to it. Think of your subconscious mind like fertile soil that can grow any kind of seed, whether good or bad. Your thoughts are like seeds, and negative, destructive thoughts will eventually manifest negative outcomes in your life. Similarly, positive thoughts will lead to positive experiences. Remember, your subconscious mind does not evaluate whether your thoughts are good or bad, true or false. It simply responds to the nature of your thoughts or suggestions. For instance, if you consciously believe something to be true, even if it is actually false, your subconscious mind will accept it as true and work to bring about results that align with that belief. Your subconscious mind does not engage in arguments. It accepts whatever suggestions you give it. Therefore, if you provide it with incorrect suggestions, it will accept them as true and work to manifest them in your life as conditions, experiences, and events. Your subconscious mind is often called your subjective mind. It perceives its environment through means that are independent of the five senses, relying on intuition. This part of your mind is the center of your emotions and the repository of your memories. Your subjective mind performs at its best when your objective senses are inactive, such as when you are in a sleepy or drowsy state. During these times, your subjective mind can see without using your physical eyes. Your subjective mind has remarkable abilities like clairvoyance, clear seeing, and clairaudience, clear hearing. It can leave your body, travel to distant places, and bring back precise and truthful information. Through your subjective mind, you can read others' thoughts and even understand the contents of sealed envelopes and locked safes. It has the unique ability to perceive the thoughts of others without using the usual means of communication. Understanding the interaction between your objective, conscious, and subjective, subconscious minds is crucial, especially when it comes to mastering the true art of prayer. When your conscious and subconscious minds function together harmoniously and peacefully, they create a state of harmony, health, peace, joy, and happiness in your life. Conversely, all the evil, pain, suffering, misery, war, crime, and sickness in the world result from an inharmonious relationship between your conscious and subconscious minds. Your subconscious is impersonal and non-selective. In the Bible, it says the husband is the head of the wife. This analogy can be understood psychologically. The husband represents your conscious mind, and the wife represents your subconscious mind. While this isn't true literally, it holds psychological truth. Your subconscious mind is controlled by your conscious mind and is open to its suggestions. In this psychological context, the wife, your subconscious, is subject to the husband, your conscious mind, in all things. Whatever your conscious mind believes to be true, your subconscious mind accepts without question. Your ability to imagine and feel, combined with your freedom to choose the ideas you want to entertain, gives you immense power over your own reality and creation. Do not focus on the flaws and weaknesses of others or their mistakes and failures. Why? Because whatever you think and feel about someone else, you create within your own mind, body, and life. Ask yourself, would I like to live with the thoughts and wishes I have for the other person? If the answer is yes, then you're on the right path. Your thoughts are powerful and creative, and what you think about others affects your own financial situation and every aspect of your life. Remember, if you don't want something done to you, don't wish it upon or feel it about someone else. The things that happen to you are not due to chance, accident, or predestined fate. Your subconscious mind doesn't care if what you consciously believe or feel is true or false. It simply acts on whatever you impress upon it. Therefore, choose thoughts that are true, lovely, noble, and godlike. Your subconscious will then reproduce these qualities in your life. The Bible says, "Believe you have it now, and you shall receive it." This means that when you ask for something in prayer, believe that you already have it, and you will receive it. This is a psychological law. Assume the feeling you would have if your desire were already realized, and as you do this, amazing things will begin to happen in your life. For example, Thomas Edison discovered that the voice created waves in the air. He intuitively understood that these waves could be used to reproduce the voice. He reasoned it out and believed it was possible, leading to his incredible inventions. Similarly, by believing in the positive and noble qualities and assuming the mood of already having your desires, you can bring wonderful changes into your life. Thomas Edison had an idea. If your voice produces sound waves, then those waves can be used to reproduce the voice. This is an example of believing you have something now, and you will receive it. Edison developed the phonograph based on this idea, which came from his subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your friend. It wants to heal you and restore you. For instance, if someone is trying to deceive you, your subconscious mind will give you a warning feeling. This inner prompting is your subconscious mind's way of guiding you toward what is good for you. It always aims to support your life and well-being. When you cut or burn yourself, your subconscious works to heal the wound, reduce swelling, and generate new skin and tissue. If your child is very sick and you need to wake up in the middle of the night to give medicine, your subconscious mind will wake you up, no matter how tired you are, because its purpose is always to support life. Edison understood that electricity could be produced by friction, and conversely, electricity could produce friction. He knew that forces could be transformed and reversed. Heat can create mechanical motion, and mechanical motion can produce heat. These principles of cause and effect, action and reaction, are universal laws. When you pray, believe that you already have what you are asking for, and it will come to pass. This is the law of inverse transformation. For example, if selling your home would bring you joy, satisfaction, and elation, then feeling those emotions as if the sale has already happened will help bring about the sale. In other words, the feeling or mental state you create in your imagination and emotions must eventually manifest in reality, resulting in the sale of the home. If selling your home brought you joy and satisfaction, try to imagine that feeling again. Picture yourself with the check from the sale in your hand, feeling grateful and depositing it into the bank. Imagine doing all the things you would do if your home was already sold. By thinking and feeling this way, you can help make it happen. Feel as if you have already achieved your goal, and this feeling will help it come true. When you feel as if your prayer has already been answered and keep that feeling alive, it will help make your prayer come true. This is what it means when they say, "He calls things that are not as though they were, and the unseen becomes seen." If a real event can create a certain feeling in you, then that feeling can help create the real event. This is the meaning behind, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you already have it, and you will receive it. How can you believe you have it now when it is just an idea or a mental picture in your mind? You accept that mental picture, act it out in your mind, feel it as if it is real, and be happy about it. Believe in the law of growth, knowing that the seed you plant will grow if you take care of it by giving it the right amount of water and nutrients. Emerson said that even after 6,000 years, philosophy hasn't fully explored the depths of the soul. Your consciousness is made up of all your thoughts and experiences, both from what you are aware of and what you aren't. Your mind is a collection of ideas and impressions, some good and some not so bad. Because of this, your mind should only be open to ideas that heal, bless, inspire, uplift, and dignify your soul. Ideas have a powerful influence over us. They create our emotions. There is a lot of misery in the world because many people hold false ideas. These emotions get tangled up in the subconscious and need a way out. If they are negative emotions, they will find a negative way out. For example, James Watt, a Scotsman and mechanic, saw his mother making tea and noticed how the steam lifted the lid. He started thinking about what could happen if he could harness that steam, realizing it had tremendous power. James Watt got the idea from his subconscious mind to use steam to move a piston inside a cylinder. As the steam expanded, it pushed the piston back and turned the wheels. This invention was the beginning of the steam engine, which changed industries worldwide. When people say something can't be done just because it hasn't been done before or seems impossible, remember the story of the bumblebee. According to the science of aerodynamics, a bumblebee shouldn't be able to fly because its wings are too small and its body is too heavy. But the bumblebee doesn't know this, so it just goes ahead and flies anyway. So when someone tells you that something can't be done, remember that a person who understands the power of their imagination and their inner strength will say, "I can do it, it is possible." Their subconscious mind, which is like a helpful friend, will respond and help make it happen in an amazing way. For example, the tree outside your door is a perfect creation, just like the entire universe. It came from the mind of God. God created it alone because God is everything, and only God can create a tree. This creative power is also within you. Even though the man had blind faith and thought he was praying to a virgin, his subconscious mind still responded. This is because the subconscious mind reacts to your faith, whether what you believe in is real or not. This is an important thing to understand. The subconscious mind will respond to blind belief as well. Inside your subconscious mind, there is an intelligence and wisdom that helps in emergencies when you make a direct demand on it. There are many examples of scientists receiving answers to their problems through their subconscious mind when no other solution was available. Nikola Tesla, a brilliant electrical scientist, made many amazing inventions. He said that when he got an idea for a new invention, he would build it up in his imagination. He knew that his subconscious mind would work on the idea and then reveal to his conscious mind all the parts needed to make it a reality. By quietly thinking about every possible improvement, Tesla didn't have to spend time fixing flaws and could give the technicians a perfect design. He said, "My device always works as I imagined it should. In 20 years, there hasn't been a single exception." His subconscious mind provided the answers to all his inventions. A famous chemist, Friedrich August Kekulé, used his subconscious mind to solve a difficult problem. For a long time, he had been trying to figure out how to rearrange the 6th carbon and 6th hydrogen atoms in the benzene formula. He was puzzled and couldn't solve it. One day, exhausted and frustrated, he decided to leave the problem to his subconscious mind. Shortly after, as he was about to board a bus in London, he had a sudden vision from his subconscious. He saw a snake biting its own tail and turning around like a pinwheel. This image gave him the answer he needed: the circular arrangement of the atoms, which is now known as the benzene ring. Every high school student learns how this breakthrough came from a sudden insight provided by the depths of Kekulé's subconscious mind. Many inventions come to people through their subconscious mind. The Bible says, "I, the Lord," meaning your subconscious mind, "will make myself known to man in a vision, will speak to man in a dream." When I mention the subconscious mind, I'm referring to the vast universal mind. I'm not limiting it to the narrow Freudian view, which focuses on sexual repressions, frustrations, and inhibitions. Instead, I'm talking about the inner power that gets things done. You might call it the supernormal mind, the superconscious mind, the subliminal mind, Allah, Brahma, reality, infinite intelligence, or the life principle. Call it whatever you want. It doesn't really have a name. It is the wisdom and intelligence within you that controls all your vital organs even when you are sound asleep. Sometimes it answers your prayers through dreams or night visions. The Bible has many references to dreams, visions, revelations, and warnings given to people during sleep. Your subconscious mind is always active, working 24 hours a day. It is your greatest friend. The Bible says that Joseph was very good at understanding Pharaoh's dreams. His ability to predict the future by interpreting these dreams made the king praise and honor him. Throughout history, dreams have interested scientists, scholars, mystics, and philosophers. Many of the answers to humanity's big problems have come from dreams. Since the time of the Bible, people in every country have tried to understand and interpret dreams. Famous psychologists and psychiatrists like Freud, Jung, and Adler have studied the symbols in dreams. By explaining the meanings of these symbols to their patients, they helped people overcome fears, obsessions, and other mental issues. Your dreams show what is in your subconscious mind. Often they solve problems and give warnings about investments, travel, marriage, and daily dangers. Your dream is a picture of your subconscious mind. It does not control your fate. You shape your own future with your thoughts and feelings. Anything in your subconscious mind can change, and by understanding how your mind works, you can predict your own future. You can fill your subconscious mind with God's truth, and this will push out everything that is not like God. Since the lower is subject to the higher, your subconscious mind is subject to your conscious mind. In the Bible, this is like how the husband has charge over the wife. For thousands of years, theologians took this literally and kept women in bondage, misunderstanding the scripture. A young woman in San Francisco had the same dream for 4 nights in a row. In the dreams, her fiancé, who lived in Los Angeles, appeared to her, but suddenly a very high mountain came between them. This mountain seemed impossible to climb. She woke up each time feeling surprised, frustrated, and confused, sensing that something was very wrong. I asked her what the mountain meant to her because every dream, when properly understood, should match the inner feelings and awareness of the dreamer. Also, a recurring dream is important because it is the intuitive voice of your subconscious, telling you to stop, look, and listen. To her, the word mountain meant an insurmountable obstacle. I suggested she talk to her fiancé about the dream to ensure that nothing was hidden from her and everything was known. She flew down to Los Angeles to see her fiancé, who met her at the airport. After they had a heartfelt conversation, he finally admitted, "I'm a homosexual. I wanted to marry you so that my customers, who are very religious, wouldn't suspect anything." Her dream saved her from what would have been a very traumatic shock. You too can use the same or even greater foresight by analyzing the recurring events in your dreams. There are many different kinds of dreams. Some come from sexual frustration or repression, while others come from mental and emotional stress, problems with the body, fears, religious rules, memories of past events, or the activities of the day. However, some recurring dreams have precognitive significance, meaning they show events before they happen. Often these dreams give detailed instructions on what actions to take. There is a wonderful power within you, a subconscious intelligence and wisdom that anyone can use. Whether you are religious, agnostic, or even an atheist, you can experience this infinite intelligence and wisdom working for you. It doesn't require a specific belief system and will respond to you just as it does to anyone else. This power is impersonal and does not favor anyone. You can call it superhuman intelligence, a subliminal mind, a subjective mind, or the I am. In India, they call it Om. The important thing is that this infinite presence is within you, in your subconscious depths. It is a law of nature, always there and ready to be used. This power works even while you sleep. A German proverb says, "Night brings counsel." This means that while you sleep, your body keeps working. Your heart and vital organs continue their jobs even when you are fast asleep. Your conscious mind is at rest, away from the worries and struggles of the day, but the 1/3 of your life you spend sleeping controls the other 2/3. So what do you think about as you go to sleep each night? Try going to sleep with the feeling that you are very successful and exceptional. If you have a problem, think about the solution. Say to yourself, "Infinite intelligence gives me the solution. I accept the answer. It comes to me in divine order." Your subconscious mind, or the objective self, corrects the mistakes of the day and connects your thoughts to the supreme intelligence within you. In ancient Hebrew belief, it was said that you share in the wisdom and knowledge of the gods while you sleep, as healing currents are released during sleep. The Bible says, "He gives his beloved sleep. I lie down in peace to sleep, for you, Lord, make me dwell in safety." This means that when you sleep, you are under divine protection and guidance. Arthur Rohr is a great industrialist and business tycoon. When he has a conference and there's a very important decision to make, he closes his eyes, relaxes, and lets go. His associates do the same thing, getting quiet and still. What do you think they are focusing on? They believe there is an infinite intelligence within them that knows the answer and what's best for the organization, because there is nothing this intelligence does not know. So they think about making the right decision, finding a harmonious solution, and coming up with a creative idea in the quietness of their minds. In this calm and relaxed state, when the conscious mind is at rest, the wisdom of the subconscious mind rises to the surface and they achieve amazing results. When they open their eyes, they know the decision to make, and it's always right, because when your motivation is right, your decision will be right. If your motivation is wrong, no matter what you do, it will be wrong. When you are asked to make a decision, ask yourself, what is my motivation? If something looks good to you and seems like a sound idea, pray about it. Say to yourself, "Infinite intelligence guides me, directs me, and reveals the answer to me." If it still looks good to you and your motivation is right, then whatever you do will be right, because it will be the right action for you. According to your faith, it is done unto you. This means that what you believe will happen. Prayer therapy is simply focusing on the infinite spirit and power within you. It is based on the idea that the presence of God can heal. The Bible says, "I am the Lord that healeth thee. I am the Lord thy God. I will come and heal thee. I will restore health unto thee and heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord." All healing comes from a higher power, and there is only one healing presence. When you pray for someone, you don't focus on symptoms or bodily conditions such as a fever. Instead, you focus on the intelligence, wisdom, vitality, wholeness, beauty, and perfection of the infinite that is energizing, sustaining, and strengthening the other person. Then the presence of God is awakened in the other person. This is the basis of all healing. Dr. Elsie McCoy in Beverly Hills wrote an article from his book Psychic Perception. She has studied extensively in Europe and in Asia, and she shows clearly what construction thinking according to principle will accomplish. Ever since she was 18 years old, she has made it a habit. She said to affirm during the day, "Only divine right action takes place in my life." She also said, "Whatever I need to know is revealed to me instantly by the infinite intelligence within me." Repeating these truths gradually made them sink into her subconscious mind, which then responded accordingly. In her early days, she was engaged to a prominent surgeon in Chicago. They were separated by over 1,000 miles because of their different assignments. One night, while she was sound asleep, she had a very clear and vivid dream. In the dream, she saw and heard her fiancé in Chicago talking to a nurse and planning a weekend date with her. He said to the nurse, "You know I'm engaged, but she is 1,000 miles away and knows nothing about this." The next day, Dr. McCoy called her fiancé and jokingly told him about the silly dream she had. He became very angry and accused her of hiring detectives to spy on him. Because of his reaction, she ended the engagement, Later events proved that her subconscious mind had wisely protected her from what would have likely been a tragic marriage. Her right thinking had activated her subconscious mind, revealing to her what she needed to know before getting married. That's a very interesting concept. The subconscious mind tries to protect you if you pay attention to it. Some people dismiss these things and say, "Oh, it's just a dream." But there is something called precognition or prescience, which means seeing events before they happen. You can protect yourself if you foresee something negative by using prayer to change your mind. In Psychic Perception, he wrote about a girl named Louis Barrows, who later became Mrs. Wright and worked as my secretary. Before she got married, a surgeon told her that she needed surgery on her left foot, which would require her to have her leg in a cast and use crutches for over 2 months. She prayed for the infinite intelligence of her subconscious mind to guide her to the right decision. Every night she turned this request over to her subconscious mind. 2 weeks later, she had a dream in which a doctor, a friend of the family, pointed to hexagram 35 in the I Ching, which means progress. The next day she visited this doctor, and after examining her foot, he suggested that manipulation and exercise could bring perfect alignment and adjustment. She followed his advice and experienced a complete healing. The Lord, as the powerful force within you, is the only power you have. This force makes itself known through visions and speaks to you in dreams. The Bible says, "In a dream, in a vision of the night, where deep sleep falls upon men slumbering upon the bed, he opens the ears of men and seals their instructions." This means that there is only one being, and this power, called the life principle or the living spirit almighty, is within you. It goes by many names, but it's the same powerful force. You don't give growth or life to a seed yourself. A seed won't grow if you keep it in your pocket. Instead, you plant it in the ground, water it, and fertilize it. Judge Troward, an author of important books, says that quietly thinking about your desire as if it has already been achieved is the best way to pray. Feeling pleasure and calmness when imagining your desire being fulfilled helps you receive the answer to your prayer. The process is similar to that of a gardener. We don't make the seed grow by ourselves. Instead, we plant it, water it, and fertilize it, knowing it will grow and develop in a wonderful way. If you nurture it with faith, expectancy, and understanding, amazing things will start to happen in your life. A thought is the most powerful force in the universe, and your words are thoughts expressed. When you hold a position of authority, your thoughts and words can control powerful forces like missiles, nuclear energy, dynamite, or thermonuclear weapons. Your thoughts also determine how electricity is used. Similarly, your thoughts guide your life. Your subconscious mind is like an iceberg, with 90% of it hidden below the surface. It's your subconscious mind that does the work based on the instructions given by your conscious mind. What you think with your conscious mind, your subconscious mind helps you achieve. Now, what is it that I don't want to face? Am I hiding my resentment and hostility towards someone? Address the problem and solve it with the knowledge of your deeper mind, understanding that the life principle always aims to heal and restore. He restoreth my soul. The life principle never condemns, punishes, or judges. It simply can't. All judgment is given to the Son, which means your own mind. You pass judgment on yourself by your own thoughts, creating the verdict in your own mind. Remember, the life principle cannot punish or judge you. You judge yourself and shape your own destiny through your thoughts. As you think in your heart or subconscious, so are you. Realize that thoughts are powerful. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you become. When you understand this, wonders will begin to happen in your life because there is only one power, and that power is within you. You are the captain on the bridge, giving the orders. Embrace this concept. You are responsible for your own thoughts and feelings. If you hold on to negative emotions like resentment or hostility, they can create mental and physical issues. Instead, face these emotions, understand their root cause, and use your deeper mind to resolve them. Trust that the life principle within you wants to heal and restore you. By aligning your thoughts with positive, healing, and constructive ideas, you open the door for amazing things to happen in your life. Remember, the power to change and improve your life is within you. You are in control, and you have the ability to steer your life in the direction you desire. Your subconscious mind will act on whatever impression you give it, whether it's true or not. Therefore, it's important to accept only what is true. A few years ago, I wrote a book in Honolulu and had an interesting conversation with an old friend from India, whom I'll call Peter. Peter is a medical doctor with great faith in spiritual healing and extensive knowledge of various healing methods. He practiced clairvoyance and astral projection for many years. Peter's daughter, who was studying in Honolulu, became very ill and was near death. When Harry received a cable about her condition in Calcutta, he immediately adopted a yoga posture, closed his eyes, and entered a calm, receptive state of mind. He visualized his astral body, or fourth-dimensional body, emerging from his physical body with all its faculties. With deep conviction, he decreed, "I want to appear instantly to my daughter and minister to her." I should mention that astral traveling, or fourth-dimensional traveling, has been practiced since ancient times. In other words, humans can live outside their physical bodies. Modern science acknowledges that it is possible to see, hear, feel, and travel independently of the physical body, even seeing without eyes and hearing without ears. Nature leaves no gaps and makes no mistakes, so it was intended for humans to use these faculties beyond their immediate environment. Peter's faith and belief in his ability to help his daughter through astral travel demonstrate the power of the mind and the importance of aligning our thoughts with truth and positive intentions. This story illustrates how our subconscious mind can bring about incredible results when we focus on true and beneficial thoughts. Pay attention to the amazing things your subconscious mind can do. There was once a man who wanted to visit his daughter and help her. He repeated to himself, "I want to appear to my daughter and minister to her," about 6 times. Then he fell into a deep sleep. As soon as he was asleep, he found himself next to his daughter's bed. Though he was physically asleep, his mind was wide awake. His daughter saw him and exclaimed, "Dad, why didn't you tell me you were coming? Help me." He gently placed his hands on her and recited some religious phrases. He then told her, "You will get up in a few hours and feel better." Right after he did this, his daughter experienced an incredible healing. Her fever dropped immediately, and she excitedly told the nurse, "I'm healed, I'm well. My father was here and he healed me." The nurse thought she was just imagining things, but the doctor confirmed that she was indeed perfectly well. Both the nurse and the doctor laughed at her story about her father's visit from India. The nurse was confused and asked the daughter, "How could your father or anyone else get in here with the doors closed? I didn't see anyone come into your room." The daughter explained, "Oh, my father visited me in his spiritual body. He laid his hands on me and prayed." The nurse replied, "I don't believe in ghosts, spirits, or anything like that." And the girl understood that trying to explain more would be pointless. Peter said he was fully aware the entire time. Considering the distance between Calcutta and Honolulu and the time difference, he found that he had been away from his physical body for only 10 minutes. He realized that his presence had given his daughter an immense boost of faith, confidence, and courage. This faith became part of her subconscious mind, and according to their belief, it brought about her healing. This story shows the incredible power of the deeper mind within us. Your subconscious mind is always full of ideas. There are countless ideas inside, ready to come into your conscious mind and show up as money in your wallet. This process continues in your mind no matter if the stock market rises or falls, or if the value of the pound sterling or dollar drops. Your true wealth does not depend on stocks, bonds, or the money in your bank account. These are just symbols. They are necessary and useful, but they are still only symbols. As you go to sleep each night, tell yourself, wealth, success, wealth, success. By acknowledging the existence of wealth, you also acknowledge the existence of success. The infinite cannot fail, and this infinite power is within you. You are born to win, and you are born to succeed. Just focus on these two words, wealth and success. What happens? They awaken the hidden powers of your subconscious mind, and you are driven to succeed and become wealthy. If you convince your subconscious mind that wealth is always flowing into your life and that there's always more than enough, you will always have wealth, no matter what form it takes. Right now, wealth might look like coins made of copper and tin or zinc, or it might look like pieces of paper. These things have no real value on their own. We just agree on what they're worth. For example, the government says a $10 bill can buy a certain amount of oranges, but in the end, it's just a piece of paper. It's not even made of silver or gold. There are people who always say they struggle to make ends meet and have a hard time paying their bills. If you listen to their conversations, you'll notice a pattern. They often speak negatively about those who have succeeded in life, those who have risen above the crowd. They might say things like, "That guy is running a scam, he's ruthless, he's a crook." This negative talk is why they lack wealth. They are criticizing the very thing they want. The reason they talk badly about their more successful peers is because they are jealous and want the prosperity those people have. So to sum it up, if you fill your subconscious mind with the belief that wealth is always coming to you and that you always have more than enough, you will always have wealth. And if you speak positively and admire success instead of condemning it, you will attract the prosperity you desire. The fastest way to make wealth disappear is to feel envious and jealous, or to criticize and condemn others who have more wealth than you. If you do this, you can be sure it will make you poorer and bring more lack into your life. There is one main emotion that causes many people to lack wealth, and that emotion is envy. Many people learn this lesson the hard way. Think about this. If you see a competitor depositing large sums of money in the bank, while you only have a small amount to deposit, do you feel envious? If so, this feeling is what keeps wealth away from you. The way to overcome envy is to change how you think. When you see someone else being successful, say to yourself, "Isn't it wonderful? I am happy for that person's prosperity. I wish them even more wealth." When you do this, you are actually being selfish in a positive way. By wishing success and wealth for others, you are planting those same ideas in your own mind, body, and experience. This positive mindset helps attract wealth and success to you. So instead of letting envy and jealousy take over, choose to be happy for others' success. This change in attitude will help bring more prosperity into your own life. Having envious or jealous thoughts is very harmful because it puts you in a negative and destructive mindset. Instead of attracting wealth, you push it away. If you ever feel annoyed or irritated by someone else's success, immediately tell yourself that you truly wish them wealth and success in every way. This will help neutralize the negative thoughts in your mind and allow more wealth to flow to you, thanks to the power of your subconscious mind. If you find yourself worried or critical about someone you believe is making money dishonestly, stop thinking about them. Remember that such a person is using the power of the mind in a negative way, and the law of the mind will deal with them accordingly. The Bible, in the 37th Psalm, advises against worrying about wrongdoers. Fret not about evildoers. They are the workers of iniquity. This psalm is very enlightening and worth reading. By focusing on positive thoughts and genuinely wishing others well, you harness the power of your subconscious mind to attract more wealth and success into your own life. This shift in mindset is crucial for personal growth and prosperity. Be careful not to criticize others for the reasons we just discussed. Remember, the real obstacle to wealth is in your own mind. You have the power to remove this mental block. You can do this by having positive thoughts about everyone and wishing for them what you wish for yourself. When you do this, amazing things will start to happen in your life. It's your right to be rich. You are here to live an abundant life. You are here to be happy, radiant, and free. You deserve to have all the wealth you need to live a full, happy, and prosperous life. Of course you do. You're here to grow, expand, and develop in every way, spiritually, mentally, materially, and professionally. You have the undeniable right to fully develop and express yourself in all areas of your life. You should surround yourself with beauty and luxury. Why settle for just getting by when you can enjoy the riches that your subconscious mind can bring to you? By changing your thoughts and wishing well for others, you unlock the potential for wealth and happiness in your own life. Embrace this positive mindset and you will attract the abundance you deserve. Make friends with money and you will always have more than enough. Wanting to be rich means wanting to live a fuller, happier, and more wonderful life. This desire is natural and good. Money is just a symbol. It represents not only freedom from need, but also beauty, luxury, abundance, and refinement. It's a sign of the nation's economic health. Think about your body. When your blood is circulating freely, you are healthy. Similarly, when money is circulating freely in your life, you are economically healthy. Your subconscious mind is like a friend that can help you achieve this. It will provide you with all the wealth you need to do what you want, whenever you want to do it. When people start hoarding money, hiding it away in tin boxes, and becoming filled with fear, that's a sign of economic illness. Throughout history, money has taken many forms as a medium of exchange, such as salt, beads, and various trinkets. In ancient times, a man's wealth was measured by the number of sheep and oxen he owned. Nowadays, we use currency and other negotiable instruments because it's much more convenient to write a check than to carry around sheep and cattle to pay our bills. So embrace a positive relationship with money. Trust your subconscious mind to bring you the wealth you need. By doing this, you'll ensure that money flows freely in your life, keeping you economically healthy and able to enjoy the abundance you deserve. Each night, as you go to sleep, try practicing a simple technique. Just repeat the words, wealth, success, wealth, success. By doing this, you acknowledge that infinite wealth exists. Think about it. When you walk down the street or go out into the countryside, can you count all the stars in the sky or the grains of sand on the seashore? There is so much abundance around us. You are born to win and succeed. The infinite power of the universe cannot fail, and this infinite power is within you. Therefore, wealth and success are also within you. Use these words, wealth and success, quietly, easily, and with feeling. Repeat them over and over again like a soothing lullaby. You'll be amazed at the results. By doing this simple practice regularly, you will start to see wealth flowing to you in great abundance. This technique helps to plant the seeds of wealth and success deep in your subconscious mind, enabling you to attract the prosperity you desire. So make this a nightly habit and watch as it transforms your life, bringing you the wealth and success you deserve. Here's an example of the incredible power of your subconscious mind, and it wraps up the topic of your friend, the subconscious. I really enjoyed this lecture because it expands on and clarifies Joseph Murphy's discussion of the subconscious mind. Often when Murphy talks about the subconscious, he doesn't always explain exactly what he means. I think he does a good job of defining it here. Murphy's idea of the subconscious isn't like Freud's, where it's filled with repressed sexual desires or anything like that. Instead, he talks about the subconscious as the universal mind, which he essentially equates to God. He refers to it as Brahma or Om. It's this vast, all-encompassing mind that we are all a part of. By understanding the subconscious in this way, you see it as a powerful, divine force that you can tap into. It's not just a part of you, it's connected to everything and everyone. This perspective can help you appreciate the true potential of your subconscious mind and how it can bring about positive changes in your life. So by aligning your thoughts and desires with this universal mind, you can harness its power to create the wealth, success, and happiness you seek. Embrace this understanding of the subconscious, and you'll find that it opens up a world of possibilities for you. He shares an incredible analogy, one of my all-time favorites. He explains that when the Bible talks about the husband, it's actually referring to the conscious mind. The wife represents the subconscious mind. So Adam and Eve symbolize the same idea. Adam is the conscious mind and Eve is the subconscious mind. He makes an important point about how women have been treated poorly due to a misunderstanding of the Bible. The Bible spoke in symbolic terms, and it's crucial to understand this aspect of your mind. Just like you have a relationship with your spouse, where you want to talk to and love your wife deeply, you should also communicate with your subconscious mind. Think of it this way: your conscious mind is like the husband, and it needs to communicate with the wife or the subconscious mind to achieve your desires. The key to communicating with the subconscious mind is through feelings. When you feel deeply about something, you are effectively speaking to your subconscious mind. So to get what you want in life, you need to engage your subconscious mind with genuine feelings. Just as a husband must speak lovingly and openly with his wife to maintain a healthy relationship, your conscious mind must connect with your subconscious mind through heartfelt emotions. This connection is essential for manifesting your desires and achieving your goals. By understanding and applying this analogy, you can harness the full power of your mind and create a more fulfilling life. During this lecture, you might often be unsure if the ideas come from Neville Goddard or Joseph Murphy. They were friends who spoke together and were both taught by Abdullah. They shared many similar ideas, especially about how important feelings are when communicating with the subconscious mind. They believed that feeling is the secret and a fundamental part of this communication. Murphy explained that we need to imagine what we want now to make it happen in the future. He gave examples like how heat can cause movement and movement can create heat, showing that it's not just a simple cause and effect process. The effect can also cause the cause. When we are in a joyful and happy state that matches what we want to create, those feelings will shape our reality. We will experience a life that reflects these positive feelings. He talks many times about using infinite intelligence for creating inventions and ideas. He gives examples from various fields such as medicine and the work of Tesla to show how these people used their subconscious minds. They allowed their subconscious to handle all the details of their ideas, using this infinite intelligence within us to develop ideas until they became real in the world. He argues that much of the misery in the world comes from people holding on to completely false ideas. These false ideas get tangled in our subconscious minds and spread negativity around us. This argument makes sense because it explains why bad things can happen to good people based on their thinking patterns. He clearly explains this and provides excellent instructions on using the sleep state to achieve great success. One simple suggestion he gives is to repeat wealth, success, over and over as you fall asleep. He also gives a warning at the end about envy and jealousy. He reminds us that what we wish for others, we also wish for ourselves. If you are envious of someone or think badly of someone who is successful, it will come back to affect you. By feeling envy, you're essentially saying that success is bad, and since you're connected to them, you are also saying that your own success is bad. Therefore, finding a way to eliminate envy and jealousy is important for positively interacting with your subconscious mind. The main message here is that the subconscious mind is your friend, partner, and ally. When you understand how it works and what it is, amazing things can happen in your life. Thank you for listening.